What about it, YouTube? Okay, this is the question I have. Alright? Because I'm just seeing this so much. Especially lately. It's like certain people don't have to show any kind of respect. They can set up a situation and play foul, cry foul. And so I'm going to just bring up this one in particular today, and that's the U.S. Army Second Lieutenant Caron Nazario, who has now filed a lawsuit against two Virginia police officers for a traffic stop that, well, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. And hopefully you get all the details about how this guy, he couldn't see his plate, something like that. They're trying to pull him. He won't pull. They don't know why he's not pulling. Now, his excuse now is that he was trying to find a well-lit area. Okay? Because I'm sure he was afraid that he might get raped. That's usually what a driver will do if they're worried about being raped. So he's in fear of being raped. That's why I guess, I don't know why a guy needs to be well lit. But in any case, anyone that has 2 cents knows that if you're going to do that, if you're going to ignore the sirens or the lights and you're going to keep driving for a while, here's a pro tip if you don't know. Call 911 and tell them, look, I'm being pulled, this is what I'm driving, but this reason, that reason, maybe there's not a good shoulder to pull off on right here. I'd rather be in the light. My wife's having a baby. If you have something that you can tell the 911 operator, then they can relay that to the police. Then their threat level assessment goes down, right? And they're not agitated, or they've got a different idea of what they're walking into when you finally do decide to pull over. Well, this guy decides he's gonna pull over later. Then he's got his camera all set up, and you've got to see his attitude. You got to see the attitude of this guy. He's got his fatigues, and he's got his specs on, so he's very proper looking, and he's I don't even think that the police officers who now have their guns out, because he's not responding to commands. He won't show him his hands, and he's just sitting there in front of his camera. I don't think they can hear him. I think it's all theatrics. He's just making a show and saying, "It's just me in here. How many people are in the vehicle?" It's just me in here. What's the big deal, guys? Okay, this is the attitude. The cops don't know what's going on. He's not responding. He's got tinted windows in the back. He doesn't know if there's multiple. They don't know if there's multiple people in there. They don't know what's going on. In this atmosphere we have right now, anyway, and you're gonna play games with the police, is what this guy's doing. Okay, he's ignoring them. He's not listening to the commands. They're yelling loud enough that his video camera can pick it up. He's talking really soft. And I really doubt that the police could hear his little conversation with himself for the camera. Okay? So this is me explaining this story. And I'm sorry, this is me explaining the story in a reality like this. I'm sorry. Let me make that disclaimer, because I'm probably going to offend somebody how I'm describing it. But this is the fair assessment that I've seen from it. He's got this attitude. He's not worried about respecting the situation. He's not worried about calming the situation. He's not worried about explaining himself clearly to the officers and getting this resolved quickly. He's doing everything he can to keep it fired up, on the situation fired up, and then wonders why he gets pepper sprayed, and then now he's a big victim A big, poor baby. At least he didn't get raped. But, that I know of. But I think that's fair to say. I don't think he did. But so, here's my question. Anybody can answer it. And please, Mr. Nazario, I beg, the question begs to be answered. And maybe it'll come out in a court somewhere. The question begs to be answered. Take everything, I don't care how you view it. Okay? If you think I'm a big jerk right now, if you think, oh, this guy was just and that was totally BS, and okay, fine. However you view it, hopefully you've seen the whole thing. But take Mr. Nazario out, okay, and place him wherever you want overseas. Place him in Fallujah. Place him in Syria. Wherever you want. And put him in a peacekeeping role, okay, with his gun, okay? And have a vehicle come by that he doesn't recognize or isn't plated right or alerts him, and have that vehicle ignore him as he tries to pull it, okay? And then when he does get, the vehicle does finally pull, get him to have his gun ready, wondering what's up, and then get the guy to be ignoring him. And then get the guy to be playing a game with him. Making a little video for his friends. Ignoring the commands to show hands. Ignoring the commands to exit the vehicle. While you've got it, okay? You see what I'm saying? Put Mr. Karen Nazario in a peacekeeping role overseas, in a role precisely similar to the cops in Virginia that were pulling him. And I want him or anyone else to tell me what he was supposed to do. What he would be supposed to be doing. Is he supposed to, go get in the spoon position and give him the reach around because now he's found his true love of life, his mate? Right? Is that it? Right? He should just throw his weapon down and say, I love you. Let's do this now and consummate our bond. Is that what he's supposed to do? I want to know what he's supposed to do. What is he supposed to do? And if you found out that he shot the guy in the vehicle because the guy wouldn't comply, wouldn't get out of the vehicle, wouldn't show hands, if he shot the guy, what would you have to say about it? If he pepper sprayed the guy, what would you have to say about it? I'm just really curious to know. I want this guy to be put in the shoes of those officers, since he's so military, right? That shouldn't be too hard to do. And I want to know how he should react to the same situation he was putting those officers in. Okay? Do that for me. God bless.